Detective Pikachu isn't exactly a movie that needs structural analysis, but there are things in the movie that I found super interesting in the way they made it that made me want to talk about it. So if you haven't seen Detective Pikachu,
spoiler warning.
This is not my normal movie review. I also have one of those, so check that out. It's also on my channel. This is Deconstructing the Narrative, which is a brand new feature on my channel, so if you like it, hit the like button, comment down below what you thought of it, and subscribe. Let's get started with Pokemon Detective Pikachu. We start with the seed. What is it at the heart of this film that everything and everyone seems to revolve around and provide perspective to? Thankfully, this is a mystery, so obviously the mystery is the thing that everything revolves around and orbits around and provides perspective to. The mystery, of course, is whatever happened to Tim's dad. What happened to him? Did he die? Did he fake his own death? What? Whatever it was, opened up a chasm of problems that the protagonists specifically feel need to be resolved, need to be fixed to bring balance back to the force. So the protagonists specifically are both Pikachu and Tim combined. It's like a two-headed monster. They both want to resolve this conflict for their own reasons. They both find value in doing so. I don't usually see two people combined in one protagonist role. It's usually one person above the other, even though they're really close in role. But in this case, Tim can almost never be seen without Pikachu, and the same vice versa, and they balance each other out. If it was just Tim, it wouldn't work. If it was just Pikachu, it wouldn't work. They both need to be the protagonists to solve this crisis. But then you take Pikachu and Tim and you split them apart, and now you have the main character and the influence character. That's also something you never see in movies. You usually see a hero, like a protagonist and a main character, but you never see a protagonist who is the main character and influence character at the same time because it's a two-headed monster. So Pikachu and Tim, they are split apart, and now they are the main character and influence character. The main character is definitely Tim because he has the more personal stake in the story. He has the daddy issues. He has the wall that he has built around himself that he puts everything outside of. He puts his dad outside of. He puts his passion for Pokemon outside of this wall, and he's just in this bubble of safety. Pikachu's role, of course, is to say, hey Tim, you're stupid. You need to put that guard down. You need to realize your passions. You need to look at your dad a different way. This is what you need to do. Tim, of course, comes around to his idea of thinking. His resolve changes to Pikachu's resolve, which makes for a very strong main character, very strong influence character, and very strong and interesting dynamic between the two, specifically because they're the protagonist, main character, and influence character all in one, which is really cool. Very different. The antagonist, of course, is somebody who is diametrically opposed to the protagonist's goal, so if the protagonist's goal is to figure out this mystery, then the antagonist's goal is to stop them from figuring it out. We have Bill Nighy in the role as Howard Clifford, who is the antagonist. He specifically is against Tim and Pikachu figuring things out. He manipulates holograms and things like that into making Tim and Pikachu believe something happened that didn't actually happen, just to thwart them from the case specifically. He also has his own personal goal of what he's trying to achieve in the movie, making him a strong antagonist. So a quick recap shows you that everything in this movie, down to its bare bones, has a strong narrative. The mystery itself that the movie revolves around is probably the weakest point in the film, but it's strong enough for everything else to succeed. So the protagonist is very unique and very different. The main character, the influence character, they're all not what you would expect, but they play the roles exactly how they should. And the antagonist is pretty typical. However, he's not just throwaway either. They thought about what he's trying to do and why he's trying to do it, which makes him a strong antagonist for what they're trying to go for. The narrative structure gets 10 out of 10, guys. As always, thanks for tuning in. If this is the first video that you've watched from me, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, comment down below what you thought of Detective Pikachu, and then I'll see you on my next Deconstructing video. Peace out.